Howdy, y'all. I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd, and, well, here I am for a few hours now, playing God of War 2018, getting my ass kicked on the hardest difficulty setting because it's no joke. And early in the game, when you're learning the game, it's gonna kick your ass, and it's kicking my ass right now. But here I am, struggling away, and what do I find out what has happened during this period of time? Bob Bobblehead Chapek is no longer CEO of Disney. And Bob Weatherman Iger back in charge. It's almost as if me and every other person who's been calling out the fact that Disney is an utter and complete failure at every single turn lately is right. And every little chirping Stan and SJW who tries to tell us everything's fine. Shut up, you toxic nerd, you incel, you this, you that. Oh, well, you're just dead wrong. Because everybody is now reporting he's gone. If everything was so great at Disney, my friendly little smooth brain stands, Bobblehead wouldn't have been fired. Let's review, shall we? What has led to this? For those who may not be in the know or those who just want to enjoy this recap. Let's see. The MCU has not really been profitable for 2 years. Sorry. Coof is coof. It all is a failure. Nothing's made money. Not really. Spider-Man No Way Home, Sony movie. Sorry, you don't get that one, Stans. Everything else, oh, Shang-Chi made money. Doctor Strange made money. No, Shang-Chi made $10, and Doctor Strange probably really didn't make that much money because of the reshoots, whatever the real break-even was. And everything else has either been flop or break-even. And even now, Wakanda Forever is not going to do too well. Its international numbers are falling. It's Friday to Friday, 79% drop-off. Overall, 63 to 65% drop-off in second week. So the MCU, not making money. Disney Star Wars. Oh, the movies are all failures. Every single one of them. No merch to sell. Nobody's buying merch. Everything since then, every god-awful, boring-ass, lore-breaking show shoved onto Disney Plus, and we all know now, thanks to the quarterly report from last week, Disney Plus doesn't make any money. It's a sinkhole of finance. What else we got? Oh, why don't we look at everything else Disney's done in their animated features? No money there. Encanto, no money. Buzz Lightyear, flop. Complete and utter flop. Everything else, flop. Nobody cares. Live action movies coming out. Little Black Mermaid, Snow White, and her feminist agenda with no dwarves. Yeah, that's going to be a winner. Nobody wants that. Nobody asked for it. And it's starring a horrible, evil little witch. Oh, and we cannot forget the parks. The parks. Well, we'll come back to the parks because I have to finish the entertainment end. The $71.3 purchase of Fox Studios, only to result in the disillusion and throwing out of the iconic 20th Century Fox. No more drum beats, no more searchlights, no more nostalgia from that. It's gone. They threw it out because they're Disney and they know better than you do. A fan who grew up with it and loved it, cherished it, recognized it, found some warmth with it. All to get their hands on X-Men and the Fantastic Four to complete their MCU trading card set, which they haven't moved on in all these years. And every other property purchased in the Fox Studios library, no movement there. Hulu's a failure. ESPN's a failure. And I'm sure ABC's a failure too. Show me where they're having financial success in any of this. Moving right along. The parks, as I said, the parks. After the Florida bill, everybody knows that Disney doesn't care about your children, doesn't care about their safety. They're run by the alphabet mafia, basically, when it comes to that. The not-so-secret agenda, where they don't want parents to make decisions for children. Great. No more family-friendly Disney. Parks in decline, attendance in decline. People maybe don't want to have to book their time to get on every single ride. Maybe not pay $50 for a turkey leg. So they're not going. They're going over Universal, where they're having a good time. And Universal, with the Super Nintendo park about to open, oh boy, that's going to crush it hard. And then, of course, the piece de resistance, Reedy Creek, going away next year, June, July. Disney have to pay their fair share, as every other corporation does in Florida. And what does that mean? It means the parks can't support the woke agenda that bobblehead Chapek was so proud of and so ready to stick to for years to come. There you have it. That is what had led to his failure. But Bob Iger coming in, that's no saving grace, because he set the stage for all this. He was the great purchaser for all these years. He was not an innovator. He was a purchaser, a buyer, a weatherman turned gobbler of other IPs and studios and franchises. Say what you will about Michael Eisner, he was an innovator. He rescued Disney from their abysmal time in the late 80s. And in the late 80s, early 90s, the Disney Renaissance was born, making all the money that Bob Iger got to spend. And there you have it. Disney failing, not making money. Last week's quarterly report was the nail in Bobblehead's coffin. The shareholders were not going to sit back and take it anymore, obviously. Somebody pulled a lever someplace and said, Bobblehead, you're out. Weatherman, you're back in. But that's not going to change anything, because Disney, we always thought it would die by 1,000 cuts, but it's dying from its own bloat. It ate too much. It's burst a gut. And it's poisoning itself, because it cannot support all the garbage it's producing. Not going to get any better. Not going to get any better. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Maybe Star Wars will be purchased by a custodian who actually cares about it, who will restore the EU to where it belongs and have the balls to excise and annihilate and annul Disney Star Wars and the sequel trilogy and Jake Skywalker and everything goes with it, including Andor. What will happen here is the MCU will continue to fail. Look where it's heading. Not fun, not interesting, packed with agenda. You think Weatherman, he's saying bobblehead lately. You think Weatherman's going to really change course? Yeah, he's going to continue the budget cuts, going to continue the firing, because that's what he's good at. But there's no creative energy there. In the end, I ask you to come dance with me by this burning fire. Dance with me and watch it flame higher and higher until it consumes this entire wretched, poisoned corporation that once upon a time we all loved. Goodbye, Disney. Nothing lasts forever. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW Fifis. Hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave comments. Love to hear from you real folks out there, you passionate fans, passionate people just like myself, because I care what you think. I don't care what the Stans or the SJWs think, because 201, they are cowards behind keyboards. I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think. And I can't wait for them to be triggered. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, You can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.